Africa Adaptation Initiative, as you know, is an initiative that was launched by African heads of state as an initiative to enhance adaptation, action and support on the continent. And as part of the initiative, we've got several pillars, which is enhancing climate information services, enhancing action, concrete implementation of the ground, enhancing finance, and so on.
The State of Adaptation report, the key outcomes are: 1, let's reduce the language from scientific to policy level, because the people, the target audience, is not the scientists, it is the policymakers, 1. So we have classified different target groups: the policymakers, the private sector, and the negotiators.
As you may be aware that climate change is a problem, and obviously the need for adaptation or for nations to adapt cannot be overemphasized, because in adaptation, that's when you deal with the things that you cannot change. Because climate change is already here, we have to live with it. Therefore, there is an initiative to plan the processes of adaptation, to plan for it, because when you have a problem like this one, it requires planning, logistically, resources being made available. So this initiative was established within the frameworks or the provisions of the Africa Group of Climate Change Negotiators, the Committee of African Heads of States, and AMSEN, which is African Ministers of Environment.
The report also highlights some of the water adaptation scaling up opportunities, some of the things that seems to be going well, and that we can enhance to enable better adaptation in the water sector. The first, identify the fact that water is a climate connector, and it is a major area. That is why it's critical that we get adaptation right in the water sector.
So as we think about management of resources, we cannot leave the communities out, because they live with the resources, but they've also developed over the years management strategies that have been helpful in ensuring that we sustainably manage our resources.
I want to thank the authors, by the way, Sanwa here, Sanwa last year, and for all the work that is put into a draft. I think what you all agree that was a very good draft to work with that has triggered a lot of these conversations that we had today. So thank you to the authors. Thank you, Otman.